Penny Peterson. I work at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. I am kitchen manager down there. We thought we would share what goes on down here. We're getting ready to open for lunch program down here, so we're all really excited. I'd like to take you on a tour. Let's take a look at our kitchen. By the way, we have one of the best kitchens in town, so come and follow me. We have, this is where it all happens. This is my little segment in here where I do all the cooking. We have, it's a great facility. I'm very, very blessed and very appreciative of what I have down here. Everything's lined up. We remodeled, so everything is set up to where it's very functional. So I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to get it open and using it again. So here we have all of our cooking utensils or appliances. This is where I do prep. We have prepping done here. So this is a prep table. And then we come on down. We got a brand new freezer, walk-in freezer, just not too long before we close down. So we're going to get to really utilize that. So pretty excited about that. Then in this area here, this is the walk-in, or we have a dry goods room, but in this area we have our dishwashers, and this has all been redone and organized in a way that is efficient for them as well. Most of that is our dishwashing is done by volunteers, so as well as our prep. So it's real important to get our volunteers back into our volunteer program. So this dishwashing, and this is where all the big stuff is happening, and the wet stuff. So yeah, we're looking forward to having this all going again. And then we have our area down in here. This is where we start dishing up, moving it over here to this counter. We serve from here. This lid comes up, and we fill plates, and then we have volunteers again to take them to the tables. So it's very, very efficient that way, and it's kind of special to be served. So I know our seniors really appreciate that. They feel very special when that happens, and that's what it's about, is helping out our seniors. And this is the Senior Activity Center, so it's about them. It's about our seniors. So then we just come on through here. We have, this is more part of the kitchen. We have a coffee bar area, which is being utilized right now, so we won't go out there, but that's where we get the coffee and our water and ice and all that kind of stuff at lunchtime. So then here's my little office area. This is, I'll turn that off. This is where I do my office work and work on menus, recipes, and paperwork, and all the fun stuff that comes along with managing a kitchen. So, but one of the things that we really want to talk about today is volunteers. We are looking for volunteers. The Senior Center works on volunteers, and you know, with just opening after COVID, even though we're still in COVID, things are moving along. So we definitely need the volunteers to be able to open and operate in a very efficient way so that everything is done. But so I can't really stress enough how important our volunteers are. And if you're thinking of volunteering anywhere, please come down and see us. Come and see me, ask for me. We are planning opening up on the 16th, so I would like to see more volunteers to come in. I appreciate all of the volunteers that do come in. Otherwise I'm doing it all. So it can be challenging.
Tell me about the changes that are happening to the program compared to how it was before things shut down.
That's a good question. So our program, we no longer program with OCTN. We're totally independent. So that leaves the ability for me to be able to give a better home-cooked meal. And so we're not going to have a menu. So we're just going to really go back to the basics. And I'm actually looking forward to that. It's going to be a little bit more challenging for me because I've always worked with a menu. And even though behind the scenes I will have a menu, but it's not something I have to follow explicitly. that's really going to free it up here to be able to supply, in my opinion, a better dish for everybody and a least expensive dish, and still yet have that that full meal that we need to have. So I'm really excited about the new program. It's going to be a change for everybody, including myself. So when we open, I'm asking for patience from everybody. Come on down and have lunch with us. But it's all a new change. It's totally different, and I've never done it this way. So I'm looking forward to the challenge.
So how is the change to to not having a menu affect how you can source your ingredients?
So here's the deal. There's a program here in town called Second Harvest, and they are so wanting us to help us. So we're going to take full advantage of that, and they're willing to help us to do that. So we'll be getting a product from them, and then we'll supplement with that, which it helps us keep our cost down so that the seniors can have that, the meal, the nutrition that they need. So we're very, very blessed in working with Second Harvest, and it's a great program. So otherwise it would be really challenging. So instead of our, which is not my department, but instead of charging on a donation, suggested donation, it is going to be a set price of $7 a lunch. So it is going to be challenging, I think, at first for some of our seniors. But as we get into the groove of things and things kind of settle back down, it's I think we're just all going to get used to it. It's all new. We're not going to go back to the old ways. It's a new normal, and trying to figure out what that new normal is.
What are some of the things that are unique about this kitchen?
Here, you know what? I love this. I love the senior center. I love this kitchen. This kitchen is designed to, like I said before, is efficient. And we've done a lot of remodel back in here to make it that way. It's one of the cleanest kitchens in town. Got that from the health department, so I'm pretty proud of that. I've never gotten a mark from them, so I'm pretty picky about the cleanliness of this kitchen. So everything is sanitized daily. It's cleaned daily. I mean, everything is clean. And you are, if you want to do a tour, I'm open to do a group tour and bring them through the kitchen especially before we open. If they want to do that, I'd be happy to do that. We could schedule that. But I'm pretty proud of it. I like bragging about this kitchen. I mean, I'm very privileged to be able to work in this kitchen. I kid you not. It's nice and big. I know other places wish they had a kitchen like this. So it's a wonderful place to work.
So for somebody that's not familiar with commercial kitchens, what makes this unique? I mean, what as a commercial kitchen, how is it different than like a kitchen in somebody's house?
Well, we have the space for one thing. Most commercial kitchens are pretty small. This one's pretty big and laid out to where it's easy to work in. But we have the double oven. I have the grill here. It is electric stove. I would say that's probably my one and only downfall in here, is it would be nice if it was gas. But other than that, we have state-of-the-art everything. Everything is up to, I mean, all you gotta do is look at it and go, yeah, that's a nice place. I would love to work there. And hey, if you want to come down and work with me, I'm all for that.
So I know you mentioned that you have a need for volunteers. What are the areas that you need help with, and what specific things would volunteers be doing if they help in the kitchen?
I need volunteers that are willing to be flexible. I do the cooking, but there may be times when I need something cut up, or that's the prep area, so I need someone that's willing to do some prep. And then after that, though, it's a lot of cleaning. We have a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. As I mentioned, it's one of the cleanest kitchens in town. So, and there's a reason for that. It's because all of us work hard back here to keep it that way. And what a wonderful thing, because, I mean, look at COVID's come in, and so many places, I mean, I gotta say, it's one of the cleanest kitchens. That's all I can say, because we make it that way. So I need people that's willing to fill salt and pepper shakers, to clean them, to wipe the tables, to wipe down the tops of the counters, the carts, and whatever needs to be done. And that changes daily. I know it's been suggested if I could put together a list, but that's really hard to do because you just don't know. So I like volunteers that take the initiative and go, hey, you know, I saw this needs to be done. Do you think I could do that? Yeah, you know. The other thing is down in here in the kitchen for me is that paid staff, volunteers, whatever the staffing is, I have one rule, and we have to have fun while we're doing what we're doing. Because otherwise it becomes a job. And I don't want that to be that way for our volunteers. I want them to come down and have fun.
What kind of time commitment are we talking about for volunteers?
We're talking only about 2 to 3 hours, and we are closed on Monday, so we're looking at Tuesday through Friday. And even if it's just a little bit of time, you know, where they just pop in and say, hey, I can wipe down the tables, or hey, I can fill the little caddies, or whatever, you know, everything that's done is good for us. It helps us a lot. It's just one less thing that I have to do or have to worry about. So whatever you're willing to do.
And so if people want to volunteer, not just in the kitchen, but at the senior center in general, because there are lots of opportunities for volunteers here, how can they get a hold of somebody?
So you can either come into the senior center, or you can call, and we have applications, or become a member. Become a member, and then on there it has a place where you can mark where you want to, if you want to volunteer, in which department, and what you're thinking. So I really encourage everybody that wants to volunteer somewhere, please come down to the senior center. There's a great need here, and there's no better community to volunteer in than the senior center. It helps our seniors out a lot. Sometimes we get stuck in our head about members in a senior activity centers that you have to be older. I don't like to say old, but older. But we're at 50. So, and we are really, really striving to get some of the younger seniors to come in to volunteer, because they have the ability physically to do a little more perhaps than some of the older ones. But I gotta tell you, the older ones are always the ones that raise their hands, say, I'll come in and help you. So I'd like to see a change in that, and see if we can get some of the younger seniors to come in. They're a little more active and are able to do a little bit more. If you are thinking about volunteering, please come down and see us, talk to somebody at the front desk, or call. We would like to see you down here. So I'm hoping to see you guys soon. Bye.